Where are we? We're at 6:18. Here we go. Hey guys, welcome. Welcome to It is Monday, and I do this on Mondays. Very shortly, I will be filming in the sheds, which you guys will see Wednesday at 4 p.m. Myself and BKR Sport. We do have a guest, AJ Ellis, coming on the channel to have a chat about different sports. We're covering the Premier League, we're covering Rugby League, different things. Hello, everyone. I can see you all jumping on. Make sure you smash that like button. This is going to be a quick video, maybe 15, 20 minutes, and we'll be speaking about the round that was in footy. I'm not on for yous, but for me, my connection's a little bit delayed, so let me know if that is the case. But we just watched the Dragons. Absolutely diabolical. 22 points to 2. The Bulldogs made the Dragons look even worse than they did last week. Paddy Goodman with the $1 donation. Thanks for that, man. All donations go towards giveaways and things on this channel and helping it build its audience to be even bigger and better. I can't believe Dragons lost. I love you, brother. Thanks, Toasted. What's up, Max Bishop? Everyone smash that like button. Let's recount the round that was, and I'll speak about game of the round, controversial moments, things like that. I'm sure there's a few, which I'll also be, you have to watch in the sheds on Wednesday because it's so controversial. You're going to love the controversy that's going to come up. We're going to film that shortly. And yeah, all right. So on Thursday night, a joint stream with BKR Sport. It was a boring game. The Roosters 59, Broncos 0. Now, obviously, the Parramatta Eels beat the Broncos in a finals game, the highest score ever, 58-0. But the Roosters, they literally just kicked this field goal for fun, didn't they? I thought Josh Morris was pretty good. Brett Morris had another good game. Did Brett Morris score 2 tries or 1? He scored 1. Lindsay Collins was absolutely outstanding. He came off the bench for the Roosters, and I'm just going to try and have a look because I reckon he made over 200 metres. Let's have a look. So Brett Morris there, Lindsay Collins. I can't see. Why can't I see? Rabbitohs 272. That is mental. Off the bench, Isaac Liu, he was quite good. Ran for 146. Luke Keary was outstanding in this match. I hate the controversy. Eels win ends a sentence. Yeah, we'll be talking about that. Bro, next week I'm playing rugby under 16s. That's awesome. Our Morris brothers trying to be in the best team. Seems like it. Hey, Roosters on the way to a three-peat, but who knows what's happening there. Thought Kyle Flanagan had a good game. He was quite controlled for the team. Thought Tessie New looked really good for the Broncos. He obviously came off the bench in jersey 14. Payne Haas was not too bad. Payne Haas, I think the whole Broncos team was not great, but Payne Haas and Patrick Carrigan in the lock, he was all right. So, but obviously the Roosters, 59-0. A lot of shame coming to Brisbane. Smashed by the Eels, now smashed by the Roosters. Got a tough game next week against Manly. It's at Central Coast Stadium, so Manly considered as the home team. Hey, Daz, mate. See you, Robert. Robert said, I'm getting Rugby League Live 4. That's awesome. Good stuff. Danny says, well, Nelly, and wave face. All right, cool. Next game, I got this game wrong. I thought, based on the completion rate last week, that the Warriors could beat the Penrith Panthers, and boy, was I wrong. The Penrith Panthers were great. They were really good. Matt Burton was outstanding. He scored 2 tries, and they were within 11 minutes. One in the 11th, one in the 22nd minute. Josh Mansour broke his try-scoring drought, I guess is the word. I think it was 18 games since he scored a try, so good on Josh. The source, Stephen Crichton, kicked 3 out of 5 goals. What a great round of footy. Always a great round of footy, mate. Always. So Josh Mansour, I thought he was outstanding for the Panthers. I thought he had a real good game. Matt Burton, for me, has earned a spot in the halves with Nathan Cleary. And Jerome Luai, for me, would drop to the bench for Mitch Kenny, I think. Because Billy Burns had a really good game. Billy Burns, I think, earns that spot on the bench. He was quite good. Zane Tedavano was good as well. Zane Tedavano and Kurt Capewell, 2 of the newer Penrith signing, I thought were really decent, solid in this match. Tedavano, Capewell 95 metres, Tedavano 142. So there you go. But Penrith, way too good for the Warriors. Patrick Herbert had a really hard first half, but in the second half, he turned it around, looked a bit better. Hayes Perham came in for David Fusatua in jersey number 20. Yeah, not much to say here. King Vuniyawa ran 116 metres. He looks quite good off the bench, another good bench player. I said that Nicarima would school Burton in the halves, and I was wrong. The Warriors weren't at their worst. I thought they had a decent game for the most part, but honestly, Penrith too good. Let's move on to the next game. Melbourne Storm 22, Rabbitohs 8. Was this a good game? Yes, very good game. Was I convinced with the Storm? No, I wasn't. Unfortunately not. The Storm were good. They were not as good as they could have been. Pappenhausen was great, and that keeping the ball in was good as well. Branko Lee had a really good game for the Storm in the centres, obviously fairly new to the team. Munster, he is a roughie for Dally M. He ran 148 metres the other night. He was outstanding. Pappenhausen, 210. Adele Finucane was outstanding. He ran 154 metres. Brandon Smith, again, he was starting, so that's why his metres were so high, but he's still getting a rest, but he looked quite good. And Chris Lewis, it was good to see Chris Lewis run 40 metres for his debut off the bench. I think he only got about 15 minutes, so I'm looking forward to seeing more of him. As for the Rabbitohs, you're going to hate me here, but Latrell Mitchell was absolutely outstanding. He was fantastic. In the second half, there were moments where I was like annoyed, and I hope this isn't a one-off. Or maybe outstanding isn't the right word because there's no X factor, but he was great. He was good to watch, and he did his role. So, average run meters for Latrell was 136. That's pretty solid. Campbell Graham was really good. Don't put him in the centres. Put Gagai in the centres and put Campbell Graham back on the wing. I didn't like that at all. Braden Burns was fairly good. Troy Dargan was fairly quiet in the match. So was Adam Reynolds. Kicking control was good. Cameron Murray quiet. Liam Knight, 114 metres. Yeah, I thought the Rabbitohs had a chance. I think that Latrell does need to go back to centre, but he definitely did impress me at fullback. He did impress me this week. So, yeah. Robert, I'm not answering that question, mate. If you want to talk to me, message the Instagram at the Entertain House. Did you beat Manly? Really? We were almost up to that game, but yeah, the Storm weren't clinical enough. What was the halftime score? Halftime was it doesn't have the halftime score. It was close. It was a real close game, but the Storm ended up scoring 2 tries, one from Josh Adokar, who broke his try-scoring drought of 6 game, and Justin Olam in the 77th minute. So the Rabbitohs were real good. The Rabbitohs really impressed me in this match. I didn't expect that type of performance from them. I think I tipped the Storm by 16. They did win by 14, but it wasn't convincing. Oh, there we go. CT Dingo. Thanks, mate. Halftime was Storm leading 8-6. There we go. Next game. Oh, here we go. Mighty Eels against the Manly Sea Eagles. Now, I couldn't watch this game live. If I was live streaming this, I do not know how many likes, how many comments, how many people would have unsubscribed, whatever would have happened. The Eels were solid, and I'm not going to be biased here. I think Parramatta were the better team. Mitchell Moses was good. He was probably better than Cherry Evans, in my opinion. Tom Trbojevic was so quiet all night, so quiet. Clint Gutherson for us was really solid. He ran for 193 metres, and Sivo ran for 208 metres. Campbell Gillard ran for another 200 metres again. He was outstanding. Sean Lane for mine was quiet. I think he'll have a big game this week against the Panthers. Takarangi didn't get put on the field, even though he was in jersey 14. And Oregon Kafusi was good, but there were a few errors. Let's talk about Manly. So, 168 metres for Tommy Turbo. That's pretty good, but what he was doing with the ball wasn't great. I don't know. I didn't think much of him in this round. And I've got him still up there for Dally M, but I didn't think he was one of the best players of the round at all. Adam Fanor-Blake, 174 metres. He was good. I thought Joel Thompson was quite good as well in jersey number 11. Joel Thompson was solid. Now, who should have won this game? That's what you're all here for, isn't it? That's what you're all here for. The pass from Tom Trbojevic was not forward. It was not a forward pass. However, the ref blew the whistle as a forward pass. That immediately makes Dylan Brown and Clint Gutherson, who are just in front of Tommy Turbo, drop back, denying Dylan Brown and Clint Gutherson a clear opportunity to tackle Ruben Garrick. So, the pass itself did not seem forward to me. But the denied opportunity, they did go for the tackle. However, there was no contact onto the try. They went for the tackle. That's what I'm saying. They did go for the tackle, but they went for the tackle after a defender is running. Nah, I'm not being biased here. The pass wasn't forward, but Dylan Brown and Clint Gutherson would have been denied that opportunity anyway. Not even close to a forward. It says Lenny Vlogs. Leone says Parramatta would have lost. No way. This just goes to show that even the refs hate Manly, no offence. Well, Graham Annesley, who came out and said it was a forward pass, he's well respected and liked by Manly. But the thing is, it's the same as the 6 again call. Either way, Roosters or Raiders are disadvantaged by a call made by a referee. And it wasn't the referee's fault. It was the touch judge's fault. As for Dylan Walker's try, I don't think it was a try, but I would have been happy with it as a call. And Oregon Kafusi's try looked very close to being a try. In regards to saying that doesn't change the game. That has already happened. That's the current scoreline, regardless if you take out those try. I don't think he scored, but I do think that the pass was a good pass. I do think it was tough because the pass was thrown with momentum. Ruben Garrick's here. It looked like he caught it from in front, but that doesn't make it a forward pass. That's the thing. But I do think that Clint Gutherson and Dylan Brown were denied an opportunity to tackle once that call had been made. Isaac Labmore says it is forward. There you go. A few people saying it's forward, a few people saying it's not. Anyway, let's move on to the next game. It was a good game. I watched that game at 1 a.m. on Saturday. The next game I actually can't speak much about. Unfortunately, I haven't watched. I have done the Panthers already, Isaac, yeah. And I will. My tips will be out tomorrow night, so that won't be out. Isaac Ritchie says it was forward. It's a very 50-50. It's so 50-50, this one. The Cowboys against the Sharks, and the Sharks come out winners 26-16. The Sharks get their first win of the season. I thought Jesse Ramian, from what I saw, what did he run for? 162 metres. He was real good. Did he score one try or two? He scored two, and so did Mulatalo. Mulatalo wasn't too bad. The Sharks, they impressed, didn't they? The Sharks. Can the Cowboys respond to the Warriors this week? We'll have to wait and see. The call on Issa Masters, though, that was frustrating. That was just... Anyway, Kyle Felt scored 2 tries. Valentine Holmes had a decent game, but he didn't score a try, and I did back him for a try, so that was frustrating. Let's move on to the next game so I can get a bit excited. This game, I did not tip the Knights, but this game is one of my games of the year so far. The Knights and the Raiders game was probably the best 80 minutes of football I think I've watched in 2020. I loved it. Now, why is Josh Hodgson getting criticised and they're saying he didn't have a good game? That is utter bullshit. Josh Hodgson was fantastic in this game. The Knights were a lot better, but Josh Hodgson was real good. Let's speak first about the Raiders. Josh Papali's try was outstanding, and Josh Papali was great. He ran for 155 metres. Jack Whiten was good. He wasn't great, but he was good. Josh Hodgson ran average run meter 16. He didn't run for 16 metres, did he? Boy, the way that he executed plays was good. There's no way he ran for 16 metres all game. Nickel Cockstad, 219 metres. He wasn't too bad. Off the bench, Soliola. He was really good. He ran for 53 metres. I thought he had a real solid game. Let's speak about the Knights. Newcastle. Kalen Ponga, welcome back to the NRL, son. That was a performance and a half. 278 run metres, nearly 300 run metres. Tackle, try assist, 2. Tackle breaks, 8. Kalen Ponga was player of the round for me. He was outstanding. Who else was outstanding? Bradman Best, 166 metres, 6 tackle breaks, and 1 try assist. Was it 1 try assist? I can't see it here. 2 try assists. They piled up the points, Newcastle. Yeah, I agree. Avid Kalen Ponga was player of the week. I agree. Moses was okay. He wasn't nowhere near player of the week. No way. So, Newcastle 34, Raiders 18. At halftime, it was... someone help me. Was it 18-6? Was it 18-6 at halftime? I'll wait for a comment. CT Dingo will probably help me out with this one. Moses is nowhere near Ponga at the moment. I agree. No one's let me know. 1-6. What game? Sorry. Knights and Raiders, which was full-time 34-18. Raiders really brought themselves back into this game. They were down by a lot. 16-6. That's it. 16-6. I said 18-6. Close. Oh, 18-6. Yeah, I thought it was. Charbel says 18-6. Yep. 18-6. No, 16-6. Okay, close. 16-6 to the Knights. They led by 10. Then the Knights scored again with Edric Lee. Double within 5 minutes. Then the Raiders hit back 2 minutes later with Nick Kotrick, who are back for a try. There you go, guys. Check out the In the Sheds podcast Instagram page for my tips like that. And Josh Papali scored a fantastic try, probably one of the tries of the match in the 57th minute. I thought was outstanding. However, I did think Jack Whiten's try was really good, up above Nrl Tuala. Nrl Tuala played fairly well in the game as well, I thought. But the Knights, for me, I'm going to give you a big call here. At this stage, and I mentioned this in the live stream, which I'll speak about the last 2 games in a minute, the Knights, for me, and Manly were fantastic against Parramatta. The Knights have a massive test against the Storm next week. The Knights, for me, are more dangerous than the Sea Eagles. Just let that sink in. Kalen Ponga, Mitchell Pearce, Bradman Best in the centres, as long as he starts, because he deserves that role now. Edric Lee on the wing. There is David Clemmer, who is outstanding. I think that the Knights are the dark horse of the year, not the Sea Eagles. The Sea Eagles, for mine, they still good. They still should finish in 4th or 5th. I had them in 6th, but should finish in 4th or 5th the way they are. But I do think that the Knights, at the moment, are your dark horse. Let's speak about the next game, because it was a killer game. The next game was the Titans up against the West Tigers. Now, at halftime, I believe it was 12-all. At one point, it was 12-0. The Titans fought really hard with an Anthony Don and a Kevin Proctor try. Then Joey Lewis scored 1 minute into the second half, and we thought, here we go. Titans are going to pile the points on here. And David Nufaluma scored in the 52nd minute, which made it 22 points to 12. But then, in the 69th minute, to make it 22-22, or 22-22, Brian Kelly scored a try. Good try. Then Benji Marshall in the 76th minute with 4 minutes to go kicked a field goal. It was 23-22 Tigers. The Tigers had it. They had it on a plate. All they had to do was hold on to the ball. But no, a big error. And Philip Sammy in the 77th minute delivers the Titans their first win in almost a year. It would have been 365 days today. Round of applause, Titans. They deserve that. They were the better team. The Tigers were good, but they were the better team in the match. Now, for the Titans, young Tonomapia was outstanding. He ran for 159 metres. He had a big game. I disagree with Sammy player of the match. He played good. I agree with he played good, but he did not deserve player of the match. Agree 100%. Moeki Fotuaika, 217 metres. He was outstanding. He had a fantastic game. Moeki Fotuaika and young Tonomapia were the two best for me. Ash Taylor was solid in the match as well. I thought Ash Taylor had quite a good game. I backed Keegan Hipgrave to score. There you go. I backed him. Keegan Hipgrave. How'd you pick that? There you go. As for the Tigers, thought Benji Marshall was good. I thought David Nufaluma was good. Luke Garner obviously went off injured, so that's worrying for the Tigers. What else can I say? No impact from Billy this week. Titans win 23-28. There you go. Titans. Who picked it? Comment. Much needed win. Congrats to the Titans. They deserved it. And the final game for the round. Why is it trying to play the live pass? No, go away. Final game for the round, which I did a joint stream with BKR. So the Bulldogs take on the Dragons, and they were unstoppable. They kept the Dragons scoreless. Well, tryless, not scoreless. 22 points to 2. I could hardly watch this game. Not because I had to pour water on myself, because it was boring as shit. I thought Nick Meaney was solid. I thought Jake Averillo was quiet, and I'm expecting him to have a bigger game next week. Will Hopewate was good. I thought Adam Elliott had a good game. Yes, that was it. For the Dragons, did anyone have a good game? If I had to pick the best player on the field for the Dragons, 2. James Graham was outstanding at lock, and Adam Clune was really good. Adam Clune in the 7, real good future for the Dragons, I think. He looked good, even in a 22-2 loss. That is your round of footy. That'll wrap it up. So, just to recap, I think the Knights are your dark horse at the moment. The pass did not seem forward, but the Eels were denied an opportunity to tackle based on the call that was made. Adam Clune had a solid debut for the St. George Illawarra Dragons. Kalen Ponga is my match player of the round. And yeah, that will wrap it up. Thanks for jumping on. Smash that like button. We are very close to 2,000 subs. If you didn't see today, go and check out my full NRL Elite collection. But I ended up pulling a 2 from 5 Black Diamond Mojo packet for the Melbourne Storm. If you don't know your cards, that is 5 of each team. So there is not many out there. There you go. The Black Diamond Mojo pulled on stream today. I'm not sure when the next box break will be. That's it. I'm out of here. Predictions tomorrow night. Make sure you subscribe. So close to 2,000. So thanks, guys. Thanks for jumping on the recap. And we end with 19 likes. Can we hit 20? Can we hit 20? Come on, guys. That's good. Don't agree with Pong's opinion. Bulldog Smith had a great try. Yes, Remus Smith was good. Are you buying boxes from eBay? I buy them from Diggers, but sometimes from eBay. 21 likes. There we go, guys. Thanks for watching. Keep an eye on the In the Sheds podcast. We will be posting an episode on Wednesday at 4 p.m. and Sunday at 8 a.m. with we're deciding between Teto Tarangi from the Chiefs or Anthony Don from the Titans. So message me on Instagram who you'd like to see. 22 likes. We smashed it, guys. Thank you, and I'll see you guys later.